Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. My name is DB333, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich as Serbia. In the last video, we had our elections. We elected the Radical Socialists, and we have a coalition with the Social Democrats and the Social Liberals. That is cool that it says that we are in a coalition with them. That is very cool, actually. I really like that. We also founded the Belgrade Pact, which we're holding the Congress right about now. And we'll see what ends up happening. Take a nice sip of water, and we're going to get going to it. Started uploading the next part, part 3, which, is going to be going up. Well, this part's going to be going up Thursday. This other part's going to be going up Wednesday, which is technically 17 minutes from now. Well, the Austrian government has announced today that we will support Bulgaria in any future conflicts between the Belgrade Pact and the Czar and Bulgaria, and will be joining international arms embargo to put a dent to our weapon stockpile in preparation of the war. That's not good, and the Germans say the thing. Go figure. Well, let's invite the two. They join the pact. They formally announced that we will attend the Congress in Belgrade and formally join the pact. Excellent. Same with Romania. Excellent. So, okay, so what do we need to do exactly? We have about 335 days. We do the practical action program, I think. Let's see, we need to not have a conspiracy focus or curb down on their boldness. Or get it to level 2. So this would help us get to, or at least start one of them. So this, okay, this looks like it's going to help us get the political power to get over the hump with a popular front. So that makes me think we want to take this, and then as soon as possible, and then work on something else. This is to buy us extra time. We'll get to that when we get to that. Then next, might want to do this. And then eventually we have to take Nice back. Is it occupy or own? It's own. Okay. So we'll have to beat Serbia back, or Bulgaria back in a year, it looks like. So let's start off with rule from Hotel Slavia. The Skupština, filled with reactionaries of various flavors, will undoubtedly oppose our ultimate goal of revolution. Prolonged debates in the legislature may cause our coalition members to change their minds, too. In response, we shall make decisions on the major policy to the SRP party conference in advance, and only use the Skupština to enforce them. Okay. Let's do that. And then defending the revolution. You gotta do all this, and then eventually we'll go down to this. Foundation of the Pact. Yeah, look at that. Oh, here we long. I do declare. I do declare that's some good-ass water. Ooh, the ANI. Now that's interesting, because I think we can get these guys into the pact as well to beat back Austria. So we got the 14 days there. Let's do the Practicni Actioni program. I'm going to guess that's practical action. Yep, there we go. With our ultimate goal While our ultimate goal is an inevitable revolution, we have a program of practical action which details what social reforms we will accomplish immediately upon achieving power. Upon taking power, before the critical mass is crass for revolution is achieved. It's about time we began implementing it. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Am I gonna sneeze? God damn it, fucking sneeze or not, Chance, what the fuck? And I hate it when that happens. When you feel a sneeze coming on, and you're about to do it, but it just, your nostrils won't let you go that extra distance. That shit fucking sucks, man. Republican victory with Vargas, interesting. Go. Okay, so it looks like... Ooh, okay. Sweden's joined up with the International. That's fun. What did Norway do? They actually went... Democratic? Yeah, Democratic. That's interesting, because I don't usually see the other. But this time we haven't, so that's fun. We'll go and do the national Suzor coverage just to go ahead and get the civilian stuff locked down. So the Republicans and Socialists have been mulling over proposals for healthcare coverage already, but we will not be satisfied with half measures. We shall ensure that everyone in Serbia has a right to free and affordable healthcare. There we go. Let's do it. That will prove ourselves to the people, it seems. Get some stability and control the populace consolidated. And we just have the military and taking niche, obviously. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's do an offensive doctrine and charismatic. Those are two pretty big ones. And then for this, I think we can go ahead. Yeah, support resistance and niche. That'll start fucking with this area up right there. And, well, you know. It, gets rid of our command power. That's what I'm trying to say. You might not have known. So I'll spell it out for you. That'll get rid of our command power. And as a result, we have a bit more time. Although I do gotta say, it looks like, unless the AI wants to push us down, which they're right now focusing on that. What about Greece? Are you guys pushing? No, you're doing land reform as well. Although they could go ahead and end up starting the war. I don't know if they'll end up doing that. Belgium's joined the Entente. Okay. Well, that's going to make things very interesting come the Weltkrieg too, because they'll have a nice, easy... What am I thinking of? Okay, we could leave a free trade area. I think we'll do that. It looks like we need to get level up to the conspiracy level up to 2 at the very least. So we might want to get them a little bit powerful. I think for now we'll start with leading the free trade area. Our post-war agreement with the Austrian Empire bounds us to their economic bloc, strangling our budding economy and industry. These agreements need to go, and our country must once again trade fairly with the rest of the world. So let's switch this up. I think we need that. National Avant-Garde. We'll do a little bit of that as well. Okay, level 2. Hopefully that's what I want to do. What? Oh, now that'll be good. Let's get started. Sounds like I said let's get started. I don't know if that's an unfortunate coincidence or a fortunate coincidence there. And we're lacking political power, so we can't do any of this, but what are you going to do? Staying off in America. Tell me what else is new. What are these divisions looking like? 18 wits, not the worst. I'll up this so we can get to 20 wits. Honestly, I might just do 3 at a time. Finland's joined the Reichspakt. This is going to be an interesting ass Weltkrieg, because we got Sweden in Third International. Finland, what do we want to do? Probably superior firepower. Green. I think we'll do superior firepower. We have Finland in the Reichspakt, Sweden in not the Reichspakt. Norway, I don't know what they're doing. They're neutral, I guess. So let's do some national mobilization. It'll get us to partial. So the Bulgarians may be weakened by economic failure and internal struggle, but they are nevertheless a formidable foe. Even with the support of our Balkan allies, we need to kick our industry into high gear and mobilize it into a capable war economy. We'll do that. These guys are training along. I think we'll go ahead. We'll get those reserve divisions as well ready. Now we want to be careful with switch form of payment, so we'll use political power. We'll do service propaganda. And there goes the American Civil War, Second American Civil War, pardon me. Got old Dougie in charge. They are appealing for German support. Our British comrades have confirmed the readiness of the Second International Congress in London. It's time for the Serbian public to confirm its participation. You know, we shall attend. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? Let's also contract some rifle manufacturers. Well, Panama's joined the Entente. How fancy. I'm very scared about that one. How are we doing on time? We need to own niche. Let's raise reserve divisions. And then we might want to cross the river. Well, we followed the limitations of a treaty on paper. In practice, a large paramilitary formation, the reservist scheme meant that we were always ready to raise divisions whenever we needed to. Now that the Treaty of Reholt is dead, these plans can finally be put into place. So let's put them into place then. Today, the 1937 International Workers' Olympiad had been opened in Marseille. The ceremony was attended by dignitaries and athletes from the entire socialist world. After parade through the host city, a mass gymnastics event followed that ended up drawing a crowd in the tens of thousands of people. Over the next days, athletes, both local and from abroad, will participate in countless events such as athletics, cycling, and football. Organized by Socialist Workers Sports International, the IWO is conceived as the antithesis of the bourgeois Olympic Games. Where theirs are a showcase of elitist competitions, our games are based on mass participation and friendship between our peoples. That difference in conception has sure shown its effect in the attendance numbers. What a glorious day for the working man. I know a lot of people shit on the Olympics, but I actually saw, not directly obviously, but I watched some of the feed of it while it was going on, and I gotta say, that shit is actually really cool. I used to shit on it too, then I saw some of the Olympics, and it's awesome. They had this crazy ass speed rowing thing, where it's like, if you're fucking going insane on a paddle, the weightlifting is nuts. Let's see, Second International. They're talking about Damocles. That's cool. It's just fucking nuts. Weightlifting is nuts. Diving is always cool. There were these two Chinese literal children, like 14 years old, and they were amazing. It honestly didn't seem fair. They did that well. It was great. Austria versus Hungary. Crisis on the Danube. Engineering. I guess radio detection. So we got these three guys. I think we'll go ahead and get another army assigned, and we'll go ahead. We'll give Lubomir Marek. Sure. We're gonna put you on the front with Albania, in case something ends up happening there. So we got that going. The resistance would be good to get first, though. There are over 1 million Serbs and Bulgarians south of the border, and the past 20 years have not been kind to them. Even today, they call for reunification from motherland. When the war finally begins, they can serve as a powerful tool behind the enemy lines. So we got that. We'll put these guys on the Bulgarian front. We'll train. I mean, we got... Okay, we don't have enough manpower. We'll trade one more for now. Hopefully that'll be enough. Formation of the Moscow Accord. Interesting. Another guy there. Puerto Rico has broken free, right? Puerto Rico is free. They're their own thing now. That is cute. That is very cute. Well, buena suerte, amigo. Probably gonna need it. Federal government's collapsing. Well, who'd have thunk it? Let's go ahead and cross for Great Morava. The Great Morava, the river at the heart of Serbia, one around which the modern Serbian state arose, is now a border between us and Bulgaria. Our brethren beyond it await, and today we shall finally cross it. A glorious Fourth Balkan War awaits. Samosloga, Serbina, Spasava. Probably fucking butchered that, but we'll go ahead and save right here. Looks like we already got the new flag popping up in the save. Which, it's a little premature, I think, game, but I appreciate the enthusiasm. Sublime Ottoman Federation, that's fun. Though Serbia looms closer and closer to war, not all in the Republic are eager for it. Today on the podium before Skupština, a speech has been made by Dragomir Lapsevic, representative from Socialist Party Serbia. An elderly veteran of socialist politics in Serbia, Lapsedic was one of the founders of the Social Democratic Party of Serbia, which both the socialists and socialist workers claim primogeniture, and a critic of the legendary Dmitry Tukovic. Even before the Weltkrieg, Laptovic earned fame as a vehement opponent of the war and Serbian militarism. Today he spoke with the same purpose behind him. In his speech, the politician vividly detailed the loss which the Serbian nation suffered the last time when they instigated a foolish war, an entire generation dead or wounded, and the few who remained have been forced to pick up the pieces. If they had sworn in 1918 to never suffer such travesties again, it only seemed that their leader have completely forgotten their losses. Not only that, Lapsevic states, but the president and his government have lied to the entire nation about their motives, to the world as well. They claim to be the fight for the liberation of the Serbs, but in fact they are controlled by an ultranationalist Kodrianite clique in the military, which will subvert democracy if it means sending thousands of Serbs to the meat grinder in Macedonia. Speech and its content, if it raised across the public, is bound to galvanize the public and raise doubt so close to the war against Bulgaria. And yet, is it right to suppress the voice of an opponent and thus ultimately prove his point right? I hate to say it, but he defend his right to say it. What a fucking nerd, though. What the pacifism? What sort of weak shit is that? Let's do another 8 minutes. We'll make this a longer video. You have the Chilean-Argentinian War. The photo represents the day to commemorate St. Prince Lazar, the Serbian holy martyrs who gave their lives to defend the true faith during the epic battle of Kosovo against the Ottoman Empire on June 28, 1389. It's regarded as a national holiday in Serbia. We shall never forget its heroes, our heroes. It's a Scar Nation. I got confused for a second. I thought we declared on Don Kuban. No, only Russia did. Prices on the Don. Okay. Okay, I'll take 2 convoys. Why not? Mm-hmm. Let's get the Serbian Mountain Corps going, I think. Terrain in the Balkans is very mountainous, especially in the lands we wish to reclaim. To assist in the war to come, the Reform Council is planning the raising of a new dedicated mountain corps. Equipped with the best weaponry and led by the best generals, they'll be our most elite forces. I'm honestly okay with that. We'll call our allies. The first 2 decades of the 20th century, 3 Balkan wars shook the region. 2 were local affairs, following between the Balkan states themselves, whereas the third is most commonly known as the Balkan Front of the Weltkrieg. Almost 2 decades after its conclusion, worldwide observers expected to be the last 2. After the Weltkrieg left Bulgaria hegemon on the Balkans and its 3 competitors shattered, held down by oppressive peace treaties for having chosen the wrong side and divorced from much of their core lands. Surely, in a Europe redrawn according to Germany's whim, there's no room for revanchist ambitions of Balkans. It's clear today as thousands of men across the region take up arms that these predictions were wrong. Was it the weakness of the so-called Greater Bulgaria which was at fault? Or does blame fall to Austria and Germany for having grown complacent towards the Balkans and not to stop the rearmament of the Balkan states? By now the answer does not matter, only bloodshed will ensue. While it seems unlikely the Fourth Balkan War will escalate into a worldwide conflict, as none of the great powers treat it as a proxy war against one another just yet, there's still potential participants in the war lying in wait. Nobody knows what the result will be. Can Bulgaria defend its fragile hegemony over the Balkan region and make it stand the test of time? What is a sieve? Or the Balkan Pact achieve the new order of the Balkans which it calls for? Well, forward, boys. This will do an offensive line too. And, let's see what we can do. Mexico's joined the Third International. That's interesting. Oh, Greece wants to give us some convoys, too. I'll take that. Why not? So they're pushing into Thessaloniki. We might move into Skopje, or Skopje, as they call it for some fucking reason. We can capture Macedonia in a couple of days. We'll get some political power and some war support. And if not, that's gonna suck. It's gonna really suck. Let's go ahead. We can rally public support. I don't think that's gonna do enough at this point. Could do rural credit grants, but I don't think it's quite good enough to do that at this point. And let's do service propaganda. That should work. And that's a good trick. I'll try spinning. Do I want to leave the front with Albania open? Okay, Turkey's in this. That actually is a pretty big help. That is exceptionally, undoubtedly pretty good. Let's move in there. And you ease up, soldier. Austria kind of beat the shit out of Hungary. Honestly, wow. Yeah, Turkey's kicking their ass. Or the Ottomans are kicking their ass, I should say. Sure, we'll do a non-aggression pact. Let's see. I mean, they're already asking for peace, so we might as well. Peace treaty has been signed between the members of the Belgrade Pact and Bulgaria, putting an end to the Fourth Balkan War. Yeah, that works. Honestly, that works. Oh, that was a fucking speed run. Holy shit. So Greece got this back and this back and this back. I don't see them get this back usually, so that's fun. Romania got this back, natural. So Greece canceled their lend-lease of convoys, which is very sad, don't get me wrong. So we got that done. We do need to get rid of command power, though. Which, fuck, there was that one thing that we could use to get rid of command power. I guess now we just gotta promote. Okay, let's find some generals to promote. Okay, we can't promote you. Can we promote you? No. Oh, okay. Well, so much has been accomplished in such a short time. Despite their pacifist origins, the Socialists led a role against Bulgaria with no fear in their eyes. Returned victorious. Niš, Skopje, and other cities, once ripped from Serbia, are once again a part of the nation. It's already not merely a successful war which a regime has of a left its broad. Already, important social reforms have been put into place, with their first dividends trickling down to the people. A show of generosity with which the frustrated masses will not forget in a while. The strength of government among the people is greater than ever, and all in a day's work. So, I'm going to go ahead real quick. I'll resign that guy, doesn't matter. Maybe it does, but not right now. We'll go ahead and do a frontline. Oh, that's a huge-ass front, Jesus. Serbian Mountain Corps, beautiful. Get that guy. And that guy. And also that guy. Let me see. We could start doing some of these credits in the new areas, perhaps. Although we do have, I'm sure we're gonna have something with integrating Macedonia. Yeah. Although, that's just because we don't have any political power. That makes sense, son. Do you want to set a new focus for next time? How many days do we have left? 146, so we don't have to do this next one yet. I guess we could. We could go ahead. Do National Council for Democracy. Serbian democracy may appear prosperous, but walk a fine line between prosperity and a military coup. Who's to say that the conspiracy will not remove us from power, much like they removed King Alexander? The Nacional Veche da Demokratiu shall serve as a semi-secret party council to search for ways on how to stem their influence. Well, I'm sure nothing bad will happen from this. Until then, my friends. It's really about time to cut it. So, thank you so much for watching, my friends. If you liked the video, leave a like. If not, feel free to dislike. If you want to see more of this content in the future, hit the sub button for more uploads every weekday, as well as occasionally Saturdays. If you have any comments, feedback, concern, any sort, leave in the comment section below. I read all the comments I get. I appreciate any feedback you might have for me. If you want to chat, play games, and sort, check out my Discord. If you want to see Max Money for a month, I have a Patreon. If you want to see me do stuff live, I have a Twitch. I'll put you down in the description box below. That's about it for now, folks. Thank you for watching. My name has been DB333. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.